school gymnasiums, but they even talked about putting illegals up in your homes if you're a New York resident. And now, well, New York City's latest plan involves a former military base. According to the New York Post, DHS officials, along with reps from City Hall and Hochul's office, secretly toured Fort Wadsworth on Staten Island a few days ago to decide whether or not to turn it into a new migrant shelter. Joining me now is Vito Pasella, Staten Island Borough President. Vito, DHS official told the Angle just moments ago that they did review numerous locations in the city, but they've made no determinations yet on using Fort Wadsworth. Your response?
I think it's crazy that they're even considering it. You know, we have on Staten Island about a year ago, when the migrants, asylum seekers, or whatever their names are, started coming to New York City, for those in Midtown who welcomed them with champagne glasses, and we on Staten Island said the policy was going to be unsustainable. The Staten Islanders did not cause this problem. The federal government did with its open borders. So why should the Staten Island families have to solve this problem? And it's just gotten worse. At that time, we asked the city to run an analysis of how much it would cost. At that time, it was about $600 million. Now they're talking about $12 billion, $12 billion to accommodate the migrants. And now they're looking at a former active military installation, and it's Fort Wadsworth. It's now a national park. And to add insult to injury, on the installation park, there are many families who are attached to the Coast Guard. Just a few months ago, we did an awareness campaign to help raise money, goods, and diapers for the young military families who can't afford to feed their kids or put diapers on. And now the government is turning around and saying we're going to spend another $20, $30, $50 million to possibly put these migrants on Fort Wadsworth. It's just out of control. The average annual fee to accommodate these migrants is now $140,000 for a family. $140,000. That's more than the average household
income. You've got to
be
kidding.
People of Staten Island.
Vito, can you imagine if American families, American families that don't watch Fox or that don't, read, the few websites that actually really report the truth on this, they don't even know this is happening. $140,000 per family when American families are struggling? That's an insult. Total insult.
So what I agree with you, Lauren. There's two things I'd like to add. One is you just talked about the poor people in Maui, and our hearts go out to them. And we could be spending that money helping them get their lives back together. Instead, we're spending money on people who came here a few days ago or a few weeks ago. And what we said is before you do put any of these families on Fort Wadsworth or any national park, bring them right to the National Mall in Washington, D.C., build a tent city right between the Congress and the White House. This way they can understand that the problem they caused is now in our backyard. It's just totally not fair, not right. And I think this world is right now upside down. The way we're bending over backwards to accommodate individuals who come here, many of whom came here illegally. And we're not even talking about the thousands who want to come here legally and are waiting for years. And it's just, it's wrong on so many levels.
No, it's a complete scam. They should send them to Wilmington and do more to Martha's Vineyard and more to Beverly Hills, all the places where the liberals claim they want them. Keep sending them there. Vito, thank you so much. Keep speaking out.